Hello, fellow hitchhikers. Today I'm going through a couple of the good things that have happened in the last little while and a couple of the not so good or ways to get trapped. Of course, I'm going to start with my Shakepay. Do my daily shake. I earned my 5,740 Satoshis. I'm on day 71. Every now and then I miss a day and then I lose my momentum. You'll notice that my daily balance is actually quite low. It's down to $1.76, and that's because a couple days ago I took my Bitcoin out and I bought some Red Fox Labs tokens, which I'll maybe share a little bit later in the video. Now, once you have your funds in there and you want to start doing things in the Ether or the Ethereum ecospace, Metamask, super excited about Metamask coming out with an app. And you'll see that there is a lot more in here than I normally have, and that's because of the Uniswap drop that happened. And I was one of the fortunate ones that have used Uniswap in the past and was able to get the 400 Uni. I have since traded that for a few other things, in particular cashed out into some ETH and a couple other things that I have on the go. So I'm anticipating less of the $10 to $20 trades and more of the $100 trades. And I was also able to cash out, and so I'm just playing now with Uniswap money for the most part. I do continue to dollar cost average in though, using Shakepay or Newton in order to buy Ether or Bitcoin to accumulate over the next few years, as I do think that's going to go up. But that was exciting. And having a MetaMask wallet, it's not just a wallet. It also has the browser, and inside the browser you can choose from different exchanges and connect it straight to your wallet and other things. This is all, though, because it's MetaMask, only on the Ether. Okay, it's not going to be on any of the other blockchains, so you still need other wallets or other ways to manage your coins. Okay, so those are a couple of the good things going on right now. CoinGecko as well. I've pretty much committed over here to CoinGecko. CoinGecko does have sort of a daily login as well, like Shakepay. You can get some candies, and then you can redeem those candies. Well, most of the things are already fully redeemed, but anyways, you can redeem those candies to get discounts on various things. And if you go into a coin and you want to know a little bit more about them, you can see the exchanges, and you can actually, especially if you're on a computer, just tap the exchange and it'll give you a shortcut to take you to that exchange where the trade is. Now, the reason I'm sort of featuring and excited about the Red Fox Labs is they are, I think they've got an Australian connection, but they're based out of Vietnam. You can watch some of their videos to see why. But they are about to release a gaming division, and if you hold Red Fox Labs tokens in the Liquid exchange, you can get an airdrop for the new tokens for their gaming division. So this is highly speculative, but I have a few $100s in there, hoping that maybe that will grow and be part of the future. They seem like a pretty solid team. I listen to Nugget News podcast, and of course Alex Saunders is always talking about Nuggets News. I think there's a connection there, but I do think there's some future. Now, the third thing that I often do in my daily routine is go into my Cutecoin, and now this is where I'm starting to get into the bad. So there was recently there was recently a hack of some sort or a security breach, and they lost a lot of their tokens, and then they forked or changed the contract numbers, and I don't know, the whole thing got a little bit out of control. But this is why you don't leave funds on an exchange. I just recently bought some tokens. I'm getting excited about the WAXP protocol. So I bought $100, and if you look up here at the top, this wallet is in maintenance. The deposit and withdrawal are not currently available, so I can't access my WAX tokens. I also have become quite interested in some of the other coins on that are out there with new projects. In particular, I was quite interested in Ocean. I think this is a great idea for data management with artificial intelligence, and of course Ocean was one of the big ones that were breached, and it too is locked up. At least now it doesn't show that, but let me move it to my main wallet. From my trading wallet to my main wallet. My main wallet. I can move it there, but now let's go over here to my main wallet, and lo and behold, this wallet is in maintenance. The deposit withdrawals are not available currently. So I can move things inside, but I can't trade. I picked up some XRP, mainly because I'm dealing with Uniswap money, and they have this snapshot of some sort they're going to do where you can get some Flare or Spark tokens or something. I'm not sure. I thought, why not? But of course, I don't think I can because Cutecoin is locked up. So this is the kind of thing that happens when you're dealing with a centralized exchange. Something goes wrong, they can lock up all your funds. So the phrase "not your keys, not your coins" comes to mind. I'm able to roll with this. It's not huge amounts, but it is a little frustrating, and hopefully won't last too long. Another area that I was trapped is in Argent. Now, I can't really blame Argent for this because Argent just kind of acts as a interface to be able to access some of these other things, kind of like Zappify is now trying to do with their website. But if you watch my previous tutorial video where I experience Argent for the first time just cold and I do a cold review on it, I bought a couple things. And when gas was super high, and it's still quite high right now, if I was to go into these supersets and try and sell them, at one point I looked and the gas fees, the predicted gas fees, was $100 and some odd, and I only have $60 worth in there. So it would cost more money to get it out of it than it would be. And right now it's anticipating gas will be somewhere underneath $17, which is just so high. I guess it's not fully trapped now, but it was effectively trapped with the gas fees. Similar thing with the liquidity pool. And I suppose on one level, this is why when you're a noob, you can end up in trouble, but it's also why I was dealing with such small amounts of money so that I can learn these things and be a noob in a low-risk environment in terms of cost risk. And to get out of the Uniswap pool, $13 in gas. And I'm starting to understand that the gas fees are just for like one transaction, but these smart contracts can sometimes internally involve many transactions, which can make the gas go up quite high. Even though it feels like one transaction to me as a user, it isn't one transaction on the chain. And this is where side chains and layer 2 solutions are going to be so critical. I'm actually quite excited about Rocket League, I want to say always whenever I see the RPL, but it's Rocket Pool. I've picked up some RPL. Even though it doesn't have, like, there's the tokenomics aspect, I think I'm definitely wanting to place 1 ETH at least. I have 2 right now, 1 ETH and some RPL proof of stake protocol that's about to happen with ETH2. Now, I know in a previous video someone was commenting just like, why would you bother staking? There's so much more money to be made elsewhere. Well, part of it isn't just about the profits for me. It's about learning and understanding how the various parts of the ecosystem work. And by actually having a vested interest in some of these projects, it enables me to learn better. It helps me be focused. So I don't mind setting aside 1 ETH and some Rocket Pool. I don't mind picking up some Red Fox Labs tokens and so on. I'm definitely going to still keep say 50% in ETH or Bitcoin as sort of my 3-year play, some of the smaller amounts in a couple $100 here or there in up and coming projects that I'm interested in, and then of course pure speculation. Here's another thing I'm trapped on. So remember, Metamask is only ETH. Well, take a look at this. I have all these WAXP tokens, but it's in Metamask. That means they're on ETH. And I ended up buying these in IDEX well after the swap happened. And so I'm stuck with these ERC20 tokens. IDEX has since pulled it. I can't sell them. I can't do anything with them. And the WAXP organization isn't allowing the swap to happen anymore. So this is another way that you can get trapped, buying tokens that aren't actually on the blockchain. They're old legacy tokens. WAXP originally came out on an ERC20 on ETH, and now they've gone over to an EOS chain, and I'm stuck with these tokens that I was able to buy and didn't know the difference of the different chains. So ways you can get stuck with coins: getting the wrong coins, having coins locked up inside a pool because you don't have enough funds in there in order to justify the gas, or using a centralized exchange where they lock up the wallet and prevent transactions from happening. So that is 3 different ways that you can have your crypto be locked away from you, unable to access it. Another thing that's nice with the Metamask is, of course, you can have multiple wallets. This is connected to my Atomic wallet. It doesn't show me everything that's in my Atomic wallet, as it only will show the ETH tokens that are visible. I did pick up some Matic. I'm quite interested in what's happening in that space. And I'm going to hop over. I'll show you my Atomic wallet. So inside my Atomic wallet, you can see a few other projects that I'm bullish on in terms of a long term. I think the gaming sector does have some potential, or at least what I find is developments that get developed for the gaming sector end up being transferable into other areas. It's a frontline kind of motivating segment of the world that develops. It's kind of like movies and NASA for space. They develop these things for their own purpose, but then they can be repurposed and used elsewhere. So Engine is the one I've been getting into. Matic. I've also been seeing a lot of things happening on the Cosmos blockchain area, and so I've purchased some and staked some inside there as well. Matic, the thing that I'm excited about with Matic is it seems to be growing in India, and that's one of our large unbanked areas and has the potential to be a base that would be used in India. The Now tokens, this is a total gamble. It goes up and down, and that's just my deposit history there. But anyways, the change now, I'm really enjoying that interface. When I need to change one coin to another coin, and it just starts to look like I'm going to get killed by gas fees using a whole bunch of other possible exchanges or depositing and moving things around, I hop over to Change Now, and often it ends up being cheaper, and it's just a single, I send them funds, they send me funds, single swap, kind of like an exchange in Atomic. And I just compare. I just look at all the different options, how much it's going to cost and how much time and hassle it's going to be. And I've been using Change Now more and more, and Changely, of course, but Change Now often ends up winning out. So, okay, so there is the good, the bad, and the trapped. Nice little update just to share with you what's going on and some of the things that I'm trying to do. Of course, I'll have all the referral links down below, and if you use the referral links, then we each get something extra.